You excited? You're in a good mood today. You're going to do so much digging on the sofa. Here you go. You can have one. I think that was 2. Gerry! Good morning, Joe. Here come the baby. Hello. Good morning, Hansan. How is everyone? Oh. Where's this baby boy going? Good morning, Mazaira. You didn't sleep? Oh no. Morning, Jamie. Good morning, Fifi. 3 hours or so. That's no fun. Good morning. Gerry. Good morning, Zara and Gvote and Carl. I've put this here as a not so subtle hint to all us UK people that today is the day to vote. So as you can see, Gerry has been through the polling station and therefore he gets to have his breakfast. That's how it works in the UK. Okay, Fifi, you can have another one. Gerry! It has also, democracy has distracted him from his breakfast. He's having to think about it. He's decided he's going back for another one. We have very strange rules in the UK. You can just go back in again if you want. Gerry is exercising this right. I know you're super hungry. She already voted earlier. He's reading all the manifestos. He is. He's making sure he understands. I did also put a couple of pellets in there, so that's why he's decided to oh, Fifi, you've got to queue and wait your turn. Fifi, Gerry. There we go. Well done. Do you not want your breakfast now? No, Gerry. He's decided he wants the other ones. Oh no. Oh, Gerry boy. He just bloomin' loves democracy. He just wants to be in there instead. Gerry, you can't find out the results just yet. You have to wait. I'm sorry. Sure I can't tempt you with a breakfast? You've spoiled your appetite. Oh, little one. Okay, let me hide these pellets until... I think he's just baffled that there's a new box there. Meanwhile, Fifi is inhaling. You sure I can't tempt you? There we go. He's decided that breakfast is okay. Oh, Fifi is okay. Is acceptable after all. It's because there were different pellets in there. And he gets really like, oh, morning, Lazy Bat. I'm supposed to be asleep a few hours ago. Oh, no. Morning, Ascenta. Good morning, NB. He gets really like, if he wants one particular thing, he'll just refuse to eat other things. It's like when you're trying to get him in, if you rustle a packet for something and then try to give him a different treat, he'll be like, no, I know what rustle that was and I want that one. He's very smart especially when I prefer arty. Oh yeah, that is absolutely fine. Good morning, bugs. Good morning, minion. I have work I need to do. With everything going on, I visited the house as a possible new place to live. Can't be asked to do anything. Well, that is fair dues. Take it as an early Friday. Thursday's practically Friday anyway, right? Good morning, Tom. Oh, and good morning, Kai. I don't think I said good morning. There you go. Love these lazy Saturdays, yeah. It's actually quite sunny here today, so maybe it wasn't such a bad thing for me to buy all that summery stuff. Although, I have sort of been enabled now. You say that, but I'm going on leave tomorrow, so it is basically Friday. Well, there you go, even better. Because I sort of was like, do you know what? Yeah, I will buy summer clothes and I will buy a new pair of shoes, which are all practical things. Then it got to the point where I was like, do you know what? I will buy an A5 decal that I've had my eyes on for a while, which I do not need whatsoever. It's purely a silly thing that I want, and now I'm like, okay, I need to go back to my old ways. Good morning, Chromas. Morning, Motara. So it'll stop at the decal. The worm socks. Oh yeah, the worm socks. I will buy that solid gold bun toilet, solid gold litter tray. I wonder if it'd be easier to clean. A solid gold one. Is gold easy to clean? Can you wipe it? Every day is a Saturday or a Monday or maybe even a Wednesday. Is that science? I think gold is easy to clean, gold is horrible to clean. This is like the two, one of us will tell only lies. I have to try and figure out which one it is. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Rosabo. Thank you very much for the 52 months. Oh my gosh. How are you doing? How we do? Oh, Fifi. Okay, you're going straight into the bowl now. You have that one. I'll put those down for Gerry. There's still one in the bowl. There is. Isn't gold super easy to clean? I don't know. Can you just do it with Sillet Bang? I've done an outside twice this morning. Oh my gosh. For fun or for errands? As usual, chat is both always right and always wrong. Yes. It's how we get good balance. Morning, Ffion. Okay. Gerry has gone to be squishy. He's got to be a squishy little guy. Both errands, but both are fun. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice then. Doing 10 more minutes of rowing than off to vote. Yay! You exercised that right. And also the rowing. Wait, I assume you mean rowing. You've not done 10 minutes of rowing, have you? You've not been arguing for the last 10 minutes. There you go. Fifi has had her breakfast and now she's off to vote as well. Gerry's voted 3 times this morning. It's different in bunny law. Motara, thank you very much for the 45 months. I am both lying to myself and consequently always telling the truth. The only arguments we need are during Kirby Craft. This is true. This is true. What's she up to now? Voting for more treats. Yeah. Oh. Decided to break the roof. Is he gerrymandering? Yeah. As he's trying to make his vote count in more places. Nobody argues during Kirby Craft. Oh my gosh, yesterday. Afterwards, after I finished the stream. So I did know who was playing Klim yesterday on the stream, and afterwards I was talking to them and they were like, I had no idea that you guys hated the water temple so much. I was like, don't worry about it, it's fine. Dear, oh dear. Zara, thank you very much for the 33 months. Thank you. Also, Hannah, have the Rattos been voting today? I hope they too have been voting for whichever party is going to increase treats, increase chaos, increase peas in water. There you go. She made them a little polling station too. It's because I always see the things that are like dogs at polling stations. And I'm like, well, I can't take the bunnies to one, so I have to bring one to them. It's their equivalent of a postal vote, but it just gets delivered to them. Tea. Oh, look at you. In respect to the election, regardless of who you support, please vote. Spoiling your ballot is fine if that counts as part of the turnout. Yeah, see, this is the thing. It's like, you should definitely, like, I know sometimes it is easy to be disillusioned with things, but it is always best to just exercise that right. Get out there and vote. As stinky as it may be, bunnies vote for greens, that's true. They're like, this means we get more greens, right? Bless them. But yes, it's one of those things that I feel so strongly about it, but I'm also like, I shouldn't push, I shouldn't harp on, but also it is very important. Very important. Australia's compulsory voting. What was I gonna say? I have a feeling I had a really strange dream last night, but I've sort of forgotten it. Oh, no. I remember I had a dream that I was in Lord of the Rings, and I was in like like early promotional, I was there for a promotional photo shoot, and I was just like hanging out. And I literally remember thinking like, oh my gosh, it is such an honor to be like the only woman in the fellowship. And I was there having my photo taken with Gandalf, and Trot was there as well. Apparently Trot was also in the fellowship. And then years later, the dream like jumped ahead, and I worked in a company that all they did was deliver Xbox controllers, hand deliver Xbox controllers to people. And I saw that one was being delivered to Orlando Bloom. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if he recognizes me. I'm going to deliver this one. But there was this woman who was like a foot high, and she was like, it is my job to deliver this controller. And I was like, no, I'll deliver this one. I know him. And she just refused. So I was like, do you know what? I can outrun you because you're tiny. So I started running, and she was like just running after me like a baby zombie in Minecraft. And I was like running. And then at one point I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to catch me up. So I jumped onto a van, and when she got to the van, I pushed her over and ran away. And then I got to deliver it to Orlando Bloom. And he did recognize me. And he was like, this is how lazy the writing is in my dreams. He literally said something like, I'm having a big Hollywood party tonight. Would you like to attend? Which is exactly how I imagine actors talk. It's like when you're a child and you're just like, hello, would you like to come to the business meeting where we're discussing the business? But he looked a lot older than he actually is. And he had like short hair. And then there was another part of the dream that I can't really remember. Oh, no, I was in like a holiday camp, and I was playing, I was trying to play boule or bowls, I guess, indoors. And my dad came in and was just like, it won't work on carpet. And I was like, I know, but I was outside and all of my balls were in one place, and then a man accidentally kicked one and they went everywhere, so I wanted to play inside instead. And then my sister had twins, and I was talking to one of the twins. And then I was in an office, and then I was eating a burger, and then I don't know, the burger had like a massive hand. It was really weird. Like coming out of the bun. This woman like hand fed me a burger. She was like, "Oh, it's the new Impossible Burger. You should try it." And I bit into it, and then I looked across, and there was just this big burger bun hand next to my face, and I was like, "Am I meant to eat the hand?" And then I was talking to Alex, and then I woke up. That was my dream. So there you go. I don't know what any of it meant, and I didn't record it for Comfort Zone either, so there you go. But I have been walking through Queen Square a lot recently, and because Queen Square has these like sandy paths down the side, or like sandy gravelly paths, a lot of people have been playing pool. So I think that's all that it is that I want to buy a kit and play it. Morning, Cool. Must have been made of Soylent Green. Yeah, it's fine. That's just soy, right? Soy is right? Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it's fine. So yeah, something about, well, I know why. It's because of all those baby drowned on Minecraft. Hey. You EP, you had a long day. I know, it's 10:20. It's been a long day. You've been so tried. Haven't you? Yeah. Good morning, Octaves. He's in a bit of a mood with me this morning because I had to nebulize him yesterday, but he was making like a little honking noise in his chest, and I was like, oh, it sounds like he's a bit rattly and needs to dislodge something. So I thought I'd nebulize him, and he's a little bit snotty this morning. So I think he's just a little bit under the weather and a bit grumpy. But what's that little hand doing? Did I tickle a little bit? How do I vote for Gerry? He's running very locally, just in this household. You have to go to that particular polling booth. Being guarded by Fifi. He's very angry with you. Well, his grumpiness is always overridden by cuddles if he's in a cuddly mood. Sometimes he doesn't want cuddles, and that's when I'm really in trouble. But yeah, I could see a little bit of snooty up his snootums, so I think he is a little bit snuffly today, aren't you, baby boy? But I'll just keep on nebulizing him. Oh my gosh, I got sent such a goodie box the other day. So there's this company called, I guess, do I have to say #gifted or something? I don't really know what the rules are, but there's this company called Big Potato Games, and they reached out to us and they were like, does anyone want, like, we're releasing a new board game, does anyone want some of our back catalogue? And I have one of their puzzles and I love it so much. It's like they try and do as much like plastic free stuff as they can, and their puzzle is like full of puns. It's like 100 movies is the one that I've got, and I was like, well, if you have any of your puzzles left over, could I please have some puzzles? And they sent me 3 new puzzles. I'm so excited. Ignore the bin full of rubbish. Look at Fifi. But they sent me 3 new puzzles and that true crime thing, which is like an escape room. And these little things that look like chocolate. Oh, my fingers are big. Those little things that look like chocolate there. They're little escape rooms as well. And I was just like, oh. I was so excited. But most importantly, the box that it came in is what I made the polling station out of. So, you know, everyone's won out of this. But I love their puzzles so much. They're just like, You know how you get some puzzles and it'll look like a really nice scene or something, but then you're like, oh my gosh, I've got 50 water tiles and 50 sky tiles and everything is a bit mergy. Whereas theirs are always like nice, really bold designs. So they're just very pleasing to do. And also full of puns, which is a big win for me. Surely Gerry is big potato. He's little potato. He is baby potato. His nose looks so much darker on this camera. Like, it is a little bit darker. I'm gonna head off now to stop arguing and vote. Nice. I'm glad you've sorted out your differences. Answer a puzzle called Clear Blue Sky. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like when you get those baked bean puzzles and stuff like that. Come on in, Pain. I'll be back later, perhaps. Nice. I think it's just Sarah and I later. I don't think Shadow's joining us. So we will be unorganized chaos. We will not have a sensible voice to guide us. It'll just be us. Little baby boy. No one to rein us in, precisely. Look at he. I hope people enjoyed the Minecraft yesterday. I feel like I didn't particularly help at all. I set out with the idea that I was going to be so helpful, and then as soon as Klim became my enemy, everything went to chaos. And then I didn't help on the Sky Temple at all, and then I was being ferried around on the little boat, and I just took my hands off the keyboard and didn't actually get out of the boat, and then just died immediately. I've come to vote for the buns. Yay! Oh, did I say Sky Temple? Water Temple. See, that's how helpful I was. I don't even know what we were fighting. Dear oh dear. The other two did very well. He got that loppity flop. Did I tickle your ear? Oh, little mans. I was looking the wrong way the whole time, just looking up like, where are you guys? What the heck? What are you doing up there? Dear oh dear. I wonder how many more temples we've got to do on Zelda. If it'll, I love how every episode has been almost the same. I mean, past the save. Oh yeah, I guess I can actually check up on how the other ones went now. Because, do you want me to, I can move it, it's fine. There you go. There you go. Is a 7-year-old bunny an old bunny? So, it sort of depends on the size and the breed of the bunny. I'd say definitely like it is getting up to being an older bunny, yes. I mean, usually like 4+ is older. But if they're like a giant bunny, then that's old. But if they're a lion head, then it's like sort of old. So it does depend. But yeah, they are all babies, regardless of age. But yeah, like the senior food for bunnies starts at 4+, but I don't think that they're senior until they're like, you know, I guess around 6 or 7, we would start thinking they are senior. But I guess it's also one of those things that it depends on, I didn't want to interrupt your Minecraft. Oh, I'm always happy to talk about the conversation will always be overwritten if I can talk about bunnies and share bunnies facts. But I think, like, it's difficult to know with bunnies because, like, I guess because a lot of the time it depends where they've come from as well. Like, oh, that was a good scritch, that was. Like, if you have, like, you know, bunnies that have just been intensively bred pet shop bunnies, then they will often get problems earlier than other bunnies. Bitches. He has had itchy ears recently, but he always gets a little bit itchy when he's molting. So a lot of the time he will accidentally push his mane into his ears, or his mane will tickle his ears, and then that causes him to be itchy. But his ears are looking fine, so I don't think it's just that, see all this around his ears. But when you look in his ears, you can see they're nice and bright and clear and lovely. Lovely. And he's got a very big mole line, yes. Tommy, thank you very much for the 52 months. 10 to 11 every day. Gerry works hard in the blankie mine to provide for his family. He do. Polling station assembled. The rats are ready to vote. Yay! Oh, are we going to get a double flop? Yay. And a little leggy stretch too. Very good, Fifi. They're both working so hard. Come on in, Poke. Come on in, Tucky. Gerry is like in a different, a difficult place at the moment because I've got the beam of the table, so I can only just reach out to he. That's funny, I've been here for 3.5 years and Gerry has always been 2 years old. Rabbits must be counted differently. It's like dog years. Except that every year in bunnies is 2. And they're just little guys. It's just how it works. Oh, look at he. He is a little guy. Just a baby. We went out last night after morning ripping. After the stream, because the Yogs have been doing a shoot on that day as well, so there were more people in the office. And they were like, oh, do you want to go out for a pint? And I was like, do you know what? I never actually do. So I'll join. And I was like, they sometimes like to go to this cider place. And I was like, do you know what? I'll join in. And I'll actually get a cider. And I got half a pint of this cider. And then I drank about 2 mouthfuls of it. And I was like, I don't like this. And I was already being mocked for only getting a half, and then I didn't finish it, and then I left. I was like, I do not want this. Normally, I'll only get like they do just like fizzy apple juice, like their version of appetizer, and I'll get that instead and pretend that I'm drinking. I was like, no, this is not for me. Good morning, Duncan. He is coming apart. He is. He's got so many little tufts on him at the moment, bless he. A pint is too much liquid. This is what I always feel. Like, how big is the human bladder? Because when people say, like, oh, I had, like, 5 pints, I'm like, where did it go? Like, literally, was it just, like, filling up to your gullet because you've just inserted so much liquid? And where did that liquid go? I don't understand. There's a lot of things I don't really understand. Much bathroom visits, yes. Just constant pee. A constant cycle of pee. Gamer bladder is probably around 5 litres. When I go to concerts, I get a pint to last me a night, so I don't need to pee mid-set. Because they're like £9. Good one in Mexico's. It's like there was a time, I still think about this. It's a person who I only ever went to the cinema with once, but they made such an impression. Because we went to the cinema and they bought 2 pints to take in with them. And I'm like, I'm so worried that I'm going to pee during a film. And you're going to sit and drink 2 pints of beer during this film. I just couldn't believe it. Like, I will try and do everything. You know when you do the little, like, pee before to try and squeeze out every drop? Just in case. And, you know, you just try and avoid it as much as possible. And then, like, I'd avoid getting too big a drink. And, it's just madness. I managed to do a tram ride home with 2 litres in me, and it was very, very bad. Morning, Aria. I just cannot do it. I cannot do it. I dehydrate myself for 24 hours before the cinema. And then make sure you get, like, sweet popcorn, not salty, so that the salt doesn't make you thirsty. All of this game plan. That's not true. I always get salty because I love salty popcorn. You can train your bladder. Mine is wild. It refuses to be domesticated. It's like, yeah, I know you just peed before you got into bed, but what if we needed to go now? I'm like, why? Being in your 30s. It's like I was saying to Lydia the other day, when we were stood waiting for Placebo to come out, and I was like, all I can think is that, should I go for a wee now? And my back is starting to ache from being stood up for so long. I swear when I saw them when I was 16, I wasn't thinking these things. It's just going to gigs in your mid-30s. I made popcorn at home and put nutritional yeast on it. Oh, nooch popcorn. That does sound good. Nooch with anything. I have 2 special nooches that I need to use up at the moment. I don't know what to use them on. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a good tuft. Oh. So you have to be very careful when you're stealing floof from bunnies, because obviously you don't want to pull the one bit of floof that will actually completely unravel them. So as long as you avoid that bit, you'll be okay. Just have to avoid the master hair. It'll just, all of a sudden, Gerry will just be a little pile of floof. That's a whole Gerry. This is what I've stolen so far. He is very fluffy. He does have floof to spare. He's just so molty at the moment. It's like I'll sit and I'll do this. Like, he prefers this to being brushed. He has more patience for this because I guess it feels a bit more like natural rabbit, like how bunnies would groom each other. But he will get to a point where he gets a bit fed up. Like, he's getting to it now. There you go. There you go. It's a floof everywhere, only on his back. So he does sometimes get little tufts on his chest, but he really doesn't like those being taken. So I'll try to stick to the areas that are like his okays. But it's important to do because if bunnies groom themselves and get lots of floof in their mouths, they can, like, it can what is it, Fifi? Why are you suddenly so alert? It can like clump inside their tummies and cause gut stasis. So especially with bunnies like Fifi, who are like Rexes, have very dense fur and it clumps very easily. So Rexes are like a bit more susceptible to gut stasis in summer and in winter when they're molting. Just all the time, really, aren't you? So hers will be a bit more difficult because she just gets these like she won't have these big clumps like Gerry gets. You just have to sort of vaguely be like this. So she's easier to molt when you just basically dampen your hands and rub her, and then you just get these big furry hands. But yeah, it's important to do. You can brush. It depends on the bunny, really. Like some bunnies will absolutely love being brushed. Fifi, yeah, there aren't really brushes that can handle Rex fur. Gerry has a brush called a Furminator, and that's good for him, but it doesn't really work on Fifi. So yeah, she's more like just sitting there, and the more you stroke her, she gets like a little like fur skirt that you can then just take off, sort of thing. But yeah, it is important to keep on top of it just for their tummies, because you don't want them getting clogged up. But there are other things you can do with like, I've used those brushes that are like gloves for my animals that didn't like being brushed. Yeah, there's like, Kraken, thank you very much for the 44 months. Happy 44 months, the best COVID purchase they ever made. Thank you. I hope you're doing good. The other things you can do are just getting like cardboard boxes and cutting a hole that's like slightly too small for the bunny, because that's a more like natural way to for them to lose their floof, because that's like how they would lose it when they're going in and out of like warrens in the wild and, you know, squeezing through things. They'll you'll notice that they start getting like a little fluffy entrance to the box as it slowly comes out. But yeah, Gerry molts weird. He always molts from the middle down and then from the top to the middle. So at the moment you can see that he's doing the middle down, but he has also started doing the top to the middle. And then eventually he'll just have like a little molt skirt that will just be along his bum. He'll only be molting there. Just make a tunnel of hairbrushes, yeah. Just line a cardboard box with Furminators and get them to squeeze through it. But yeah. Gerry, did you go for cuddles and it didn't quite work? Good morning, Arno. It's still morning, save it for the after dark stream. Oh no. I wish my hair had summer winter modes. Imagine if, I mean, I know that hair does change colour naturally a little bit in the summer, but imagine if it did to the extent of like Arctic foxes sort of thing. Imagine if like you had real two extremes throughout the year. Good morning, Spoon. I need to move this. I've got such a big collection of Fifi and Gerry floof that I need to decide what to do with. I need to learn how to prepare. Hello, I didn't even move that much. I need to learn how to prepare floof for needle felting. So I can, because I've seen when people get the two, like, what is this little stretch? I can see what, you know, when people get the two like brushes and they brush them together. I don't know if you're meant to do that or if you're just meant to dampen it and it clumps, or I don't really know. I need to find some tutorials. Because then I could make little hats for the bunnies out of themselves. Would you like that, Gerry? Would that be nice? He's like, what the heck are you talking about? Strange lady. Tea. Got a little tufty cheek as well, haven't you? But yeah, he does have a weird patchy molt at the moment. A him hat, yeah. I do have a needle felt Gerry, but he's not made out of Gerry. He's a different, I guess he's like a little woolly bunny. Morning, Drew, how you doing? Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Whether from hay fever or from all the bunny flu flying everywhere. He also gets his little like molt eyebrows, which you can see at the moment, because his molt starts at either side of his face and works into the middle, so he gets more and more shocked as he gets closer to having his proper summer coat. And well, thanks, hope you and the buns are too. We're good. I'm sort of a bit nervous about tomorrow, because I'm traveling home tomorrow, and that means traveling through London, and I hate traveling through London, but I'll get there. I've done it a million times before. I've just not done it for many years, so it's become big and spoopy in my head. But I will get there. Home is in home, parents' home, home like traveling home like a turtle. Yeah, the day after the election too, part of me is like, what if the country's just on fire? Am I going to be okay? But I've already booked the ticket, so there's that at least. But yeah, I've not seen my family since Christmas, and I usually only ever see them at Christmas, so this is a rare treat, getting to see them twice in a year rather than just the once. So yeah, looking forward to it. Oh, I'm gonna introduce my niece to PlayTup, because I've got a copy of it for her Switch. So hopefully we can play a bit of that together. Why don't you see them more often? It's just never really works out. Like, I don't take that much time off of work, I suppose. So yeah, it'll be nice to why does the boy get that flu flying across his back? I don't know. He always molts a little bit weird. He's always, like, at the moment, he does have a secondary molt line, like, along here. It's just a bit more hidden by his mane. Work is why I don't see mine much. Yeah. Home is, yeah, I'll be seeing my mum and my dad and my sister and my niece and my nephew. And I've only met my nephew like 2-3 times, so it'd be nice to see him again. I imagine he's grown a lot and learned a lot more things, and is a more, because he was a 2020 baby, so it was really strange. Like, I saw my sister for Christmas 2019, and she was like super pregnant with my nephew, and then COVID hit, and then I didn't get to go home for 2 Christmases, and then I met him like a little bit before his 2nd birthday. Was the first time I ever met him. He went from being like a little guy in a big belly to all of a sudden just being this little guy. It was very strange. But yeah, I was so determined to see him before he turned 2. I don't know why. I just got it in my head that I was like, I must go home now and see him. Have a little peek at him. But yeah, I would love to go home more. Like, this is why I'm going home this time, because I was a bit like, do you know what? I just need to do it. I just need to get home and see them because I do miss my family a lot. And I used to see them a lot more. Like before I did streaming, I used to like work back in my home county a lot. So I would just go home for like weeks at a time. But then I would miss the bunnies and Alex. So it's that was Uzafa. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to say, but I think it is difficult when you're I mean it's difficult. I guess there's pros and cons to every style of working. But it's difficult when you're self-employed to take time off, I think. There's always the fear that I think it's like, I don't know, I guess streaming's such an odd one. It's such I guess because it's still a relatively new job that it's, oh, bye bye, Dunk, have good EPs, have good honk shoe, and perchance me. Oh my gosh, that reminds me actually. Okay, so there's this one part in town on the way to Queen Square that gets so slippy when it rains, and I hate walking on it, and I will literally be like looking at other people walking on it, and I'm like, how are you doing this so successfully? Whereas I need to do the teeny tiniest like baby little gazelle steps because otherwise I slip over. And I was doing that yesterday. I was walking across there and I was doing this little like like, who is it? Like Dexter's mum or whatever, how she walks. And I bumped into someone who I hadn't seen since I went to university, and I was walking along like that, and they were like, hello. And I was like, this isn't normally how I walk. I'm just scared of falling over. And then they were like, oh, I see you're doing, like, I think I have a vague idea what you're doing at the moment because I saw it on Facebook. And then I realized that was because I didn't realize that the Comfort Zone Instagram was linked to my Facebook, so has been posting everything that I've ever posted on there onto my Facebook, which I didn't mean to do. So I was just like, yep, yep, that's what I do. That's me. And then I was like, what are you doing now? And they proceeded to have a very sensible grown-up job. I was like, okay. Oh, dear oh dear. But yes, bunnies, you've not even had your treat yet. My goodness, where is Fifi? Oh, Fifi's over there. I can see her. I can see her in the distance. What was I talking about before, though? I forgot. Oh yeah, like I think streaming is just an odd one, isn't it? I think anything freelance can be very difficult to give yourself time off. Like, I'm taking Monday off because I'm traveling back from my family, and even that scares me because the next week was that a snuff baby boy? The next week I'm going on holiday, so I'll be having Monday to Thursday off, and it's like, spoopy. But then again, you need to have time off because otherwise you just run yourself down. And also, there is no point in just working. You know, the reason you work is to be able to make memories doing other stuff that you know, going out and exploring. So it is important to have a balance. Everybody's time off from us. No. Yeah. Work to live, not live to work. Yes, precisely. Yes. Tell that to my boss. I'll get Gerry to write a sternly worded letter You didn't get... Yeah, so this holiday that we're going on... See, this is the annoying thing, is that I didn't get to go on that holiday before, and then I still had to take even more days off than I would have taken off because I got so ill with COVID. I was just like, this is the worst of both worlds. Gerry, you're about to lie down, but also, would you... Oh, no. You got them snuffers. You goddamn snuffers. Mini trip to visit us and the animals should be a good memory too. Hope it doesn't stress you out and take time off too. See, stuff like that I can easily justify because I'm just like, technically, sort of work. It's like if I did stuff with like Kirsty the other day when we were filming for Comfort Zone, I was like, a lot of fun, still work. But yeah, I'm trying to get better at like, not like if I need it. I think it's been a big thing in the last few years being able to say like, I need a day off, mental health, I just need to do it, because it's so much better to have a day off and clear your head, and it's a very privileged position that streamers are in to be able to do that, to be honest, because also no one wants to watch you try and play a game when you're just feeling like meh. Like I think people would rather that you looked after yourself. So yes, think of us as a jar of beans on your counter. It really does stay there. Oh, I thought this was going to be... I was like, hang on, what's the metaphor of the beans? But you just are beans. You're just little beans. I thought it was going to be one of those things that it's like, you know, if you took out a bean for every stream and then you put in the bean and or something, but no, just that you're beans. Returning to work next week after a decently long holiday. I have a fresh dislike for my job. No. Oh, do you know who I found out streams yesterday? Was Pot Punk, you know, the guy who... Kirsty streams. Would you believe it's never come up? The guy who was in the Hat Films warehouse doing the pots, who I didn't get to meet. And then he happened to be suggested to me the other day, and I was like, what? And then I went in, and there was like a bunch of people... Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if he'll be streaming at some point after Buns stream, but it would be nice to raid him sometime, because I never got to meet him because I was stinky ill on that stinky day. His Twitch handle, I should remember. I think it's pot_punk. It's something like that. But I went into chat, and the first person I saw talking was Teal Anomaly, and I was just like, wait a minute, I know you. But yeah, well, first things first though, the bunnies need their little treat. Gerry! You're not Gerry, but you can have banana. There you go. So as it's a special day and the bunnies voted and exercised their right to vote and did a democracy, they get banana today. Just Gerry's eyebrows. Every now and then I tune into Gerry's eyebrows and they make me giggle so much. Hello, Hodglet. This is why you don't get chickens. They always do a coop instead. Or pigeons. Pigeons are always planning a coup. But there you go. These have been my not so subtle reminders that if you're in the UK, you should go out and vote today because it is important. Not telling you who to vote for. Just saying. Just saying, be like the bunnies. Just be like the bunnies and maybe you'll get a little nana. Aren't pigeons a cock because they go guru? They go, I can't do it now. Here we go, this is my best pigeon impression. Okay. There you go. Oh my gosh, hang on a second everyone, I have to leave. A pigeon just walked in. I have to escort them off the premises. It's okay, they've left. Ah! You doing me a heckin' attack? Oh, kisses. I voted in my safe seat, which means I could do in my heart, not my head. That's fair dues. That is fair dues. My doggo looked at me like, what was that? And 2 pigeons in a trench coat is true. It do be true. Oh, Fifi, what have you been up to all this time? Where have you been hiding? Oh, it's because I keep on stealing your fluff, isn't it? And you don't like that. They've come to vote. It's true. Fifi has the best booty. Just love it so much. Oh. Gerry just joined in with no hesitation there. He was like, we digging? Okay, let's go. He was so sleepy. And then he just like, okay. Just gave in to peer pressure. And now you're on a scrumpled blanket. What are you going to do about that, eh? Can I get that little tuft? Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. It do be the hour of which I need to leave because I need to go and get a bus into the office once again. Should we go and see Raffi? I've not seen Raffi in ages. I'm gonna have to do a raid and run, but yeah, should we go see what Raffi is up to? That little monster. Little monster. From one fluffy little guy to another. Well, everyone, I hope you all have very lovely days. It will just be me and Sarah later for Zeldo. So yeah, chaos reigns. Woo! And I hope you all look after yourselves and be good. And if you're in the UK, go and vote for whomever you so wish. But yes, go do it. Go do it. But yeah, look after yourselves and be good. And I will see some of you later on Yogs. And the rest of you I'll see tomorrow for a bunny stream, perchance. But until then, look after yourselves. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Tea. But I've already voted. Well, Gerry did it 3 times, so... Let's go do it again. And remember to take ID. Make sure you have ID with you. Because that's a legal requirement now. I have nothing else to say. Just watch Gerry. He's more sensible. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. Nice. Thank you, cow. Look at all of this Gerry that I got. So much Gerry. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. A boop.